Welcome back to the Let's Play of Mario, Luigi, and Gary. This is Rogan and I. I made a teeny little error recording, so we missed a couple of small things. Basically, she just said what they were gonna do. You know that big purple spike named Tubba Blubba? He was from the original Paper Mario game. Well, a magician came into the area and kicked him out of his own castle. Her tribe is also making things really difficult for the boos living in the Gusty Gulch area. Basically, it's our job to fix this problem. And oh yeah, you see that vine there? Stanley's other field power is to plant seeds which grow those vines, though they'll only grow in special patches of soft soil. Before we engage that enemy, let's fix ourselves up. Off screen, I went to Shooting Star Summit and picked up the Happy Flower badge. Slaying you! Anyway, these yellow-eyed ninja-looking enemies are Gumandos. Their special attack is Bash and Cash. It doesn't do any more damage than their regular attack, but it causes you to lose your coins. Each attack usually causes about 10 or so to be lost. They aren't that hard to kill, as you can see, but their coin-stealing stuff is a bit of a pain. They're somewhat evasive, too. It's kind of too bad that I got the Air Raj badge for Ashley when she joined. Ooh, sneaky little bugger. Fortunately, they give pretty good coins. Tomorrow never truly comes, buddy. I choose Fight since you're good experience. There's 3 of them this time, but that shouldn't be a whole lot harder. Quit taking our swag, you creep. Maybe I should consider multi-stomping them. I hope we'll get at least a coin net gain from this fight. Her magic shot does pretty reliable damage. When it came to Happy Flower, it was kind of a toss-up between equipping it on Gary or Ashley. I decided on Gary because he's got In the Pink now. Slowly renewing flower points always help, especially when it comes to your main source of healing. Ah, that wasn't too tough. Before we continue, there's a star piece we're gonna collect. It's behind these candy cane plants here. I was gonna choose a different BGM for this area, but the original song has a lot of charm. I do like the guitar, but unfortunately we can't have the music on too loud. Though the graphics and fanfiction are mine, the music definitely isn't. I'm assuming this lady is the magician we gotta have words with. She does seem to have a lot of cronies under her thumb. It might suck our cash dry, but at least it doesn't suck our health dry. Well, it does, but it doesn't draw the battle out. The way that they're attacking is kind of a shout out to the crooks from Super Mario RPG. They do have a third move. When they're low on health, they'll sometimes heal themselves with mushrooms. Show me your moves, Commandos! Uh-oh, Stan's getting a bit low on health there. I think we'll be able to fix it after battle, though. These aren't the only baddies we'll find here. We'll be meeting the other 2 kinds in just a couple of seconds. Oh, cool! Right now, the move In the Pink heals about 50 hit points. When Gary gets 30 badge points in the In the Pink badge, he'll gain access to Group Pinkness. It's slightly less powerful than In the Pink, but it affects the whole party. Thanks for the Super Mushroom. The monsters in this game get progressively harder. I can safely say having a group healing method makes things a lot easier. These things are balled clefts. Unlike the classic variety, these guys have no spikes. But that doesn't mean jumping or hammer will work all that great on them. Magic or attack items that aren't fire or air are pretty effective though. They don't seem to like pink too much. As you can see, that didn't do much damage at all. But hey, it's still good enough to finish them off. Clefts are pretty good for experience. We only fought 2 there. It's easy to miss, but there's a secret area here. That rock there is a cleft. Let's check our health before fighting. It looks alright. This time we're fighting 3. Their Quake Stomp attack hits all of us. It doesn't hurt much, but it can stack. Gary's so proud of his laser blaster. Unfortunately, Stanley doesn't have much of a way to deal with these guys right now. In fact, I think Stanley may be the least magic-oriented member of the team. Gary and Ashley are gonna have to carry this fight. A lot of Gary's magic is quite flashy and flamboyant. If only it wasn't like jumping on a rock. They miss fairly often because their dex isn't all that great. This battle can't be going on for that much longer. Oh, there we go. Sweet, Gary and Ashley both reached level 10. See that item box? The only way we can get up there is with a vine. But it looks like something's in the way. These things are artichokers. They're plant monsters from Super Mario RPG. They're also fairly tankish and pretty unpleasant. I'm using Violet Laser because they're resistant to hammer. Jumping on them works fairly— oh, gross! Sludge is one of their special attacks. It hurts and it causes poison, but I think the worst thing of all is watching them do it. Tank indeed, they have more than 100 HP. It's also a good idea to fight them one at a time. When their health gets low enough, they start using a really unpleasant electric attack. Their little legs sound like a typewriter. Okay, so jumping doesn't work that great, but it's better than nothing. If only I had 2 happy flower badges, it would put a cut down on Ashley's flower point guzzling. I'm not sure if we've seen In the Pink before, but here it is. I created this, but it still creeps me out a bit. As I said before, hammered really doesn't work here. At least we didn't have to deal with any static blasts this time around. When it dies, it becomes a patch of soft soil. We would have seen this before if the recording worked properly. Wherever there's these vines, Stanley can climb them to get up to higher areas. And this cliff can be jumped. The FP Plus raises your maximum flower points. Like the alternative HP Plus, this one can be mastered in 2 steps. I pinned the badge on Ashley for obvious reasons. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. Check everywhere. This game's got tons of secrets in it. Now that we're done with this area, let's hit the road again. We might have to sweeten up Ashley's demeanor a little bit. The area to the east is where we need to go. There's a secret here, too. As well as a couple of baddies, I see. Skipping this fight. Stanley leveled up in that fight, too. There's a badge on the northeast rock spire. Gary can use his violet laser, which for some reason retrieves it. The Quake Hammer badge is pretty useful, sort of. It can allow Gary to use an earth elemental attack with his hammer. The only problem is that I don't want to use it yet. Gary hasn't quite mastered the first level of In the Pink yet. This ugly Mexican snack is taking exception to us. We'll do the same thing that we did with the last couple. Hopefully this battle will go a bit quicker. I don't think the original artichokers in Mario RPG had such long necks. I'm not much of a fan of artichokes. The husband likes them a lot, though. I really don't think he'd like these ones, though. I can't use any electric attacks on these guys because they absorb it as HP recovery. They are weak against ice, though. Here's hoping Ashley's attack will finish this off. Aww. Now it's typing up an angry letter to us. This thing can't have that much health left. Jeez, it's like they're made of concrete. Nah. And that's what happens when they get too impatient with you. Come on, give up the ghost. Oh, finally. The experience and cash you get for beating them isn't that bad. The problem is how durable they are. We're almost there. Gusty Gulch village is just at the bottom of this cliffside. There are a few goodies over here too. You don't say. We've got a Gumando and a couple of clefts here. At least the presence of something soft can give Stanley something to do. You can clearly see Quake Stomp's a magic attack. I really do wish I had the Ice Rod badge. Okay, it's just a matter of getting Ashley to shoot the other one with magic. Then they'll both be appropriately softened up. The hair shimmer she does before casting is a shout out to the way she does her magic in WarioWare Touched. Okay, this should be the last attack. Not a bad XP and gold amount. There's an item box over here. This is a Thunder Rage. It does lightning damage to all of the enemies. Personally, I think Thunder Rage is one of the better attack items. There's some pretty treacherous ground around here, but then again the boos really don't need to worry about it. Sure, but I'll pass on recording. Definitely something worth finding. This looks kind of suspicious, so I'll heal myself up. I've got more fried shrooms than regular shrooms. Maybe I'll use those instead. Even still, the only one who's hurting is Gary. I do think some syrup is in order. Alrighty, I think we're ready for whatever. Well, tense music is playing, so this can't be good news. Oh, jeez. No one usually wears a mask unless they're up to no good. So this sorceress is some kind of hive queen? Well, they're floating, so hammer's out. These creepy-ass floaty things are phantomages. I wouldn't try hammering them since they float. And these things attack mainly using magic. And as you can see, they've got a pretty good magic defense. Phantoblast is just their flavor of a neutral magic attack. The good news is that they can't tank hits as well as those damn artichokers. Lockdown damages and causes lock. Gary won't be able to use In the Pink right now. His basic violet laser still works though, so I'm gonna use that. I probably should have used multi-stomp with Stanley in the beginning. Jumping attacks work pretty well on these guys. Ashley doesn't seem to care too much about scary mask magic. Alrighty, so there's only one left. Bring it on home, Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Lame. Stan doesn't seem to like the magic too much. At least they're not invincible like the real Phantos. Excellent work, lady and gentlemen. This wasn't really a mini-boss, but they could be hard for people who are low-level. Oh, that's just super. No, Bobby Boo has a slightly different color tone. She's actually quite racist. Ah, the witch we've set out to assassinate. You are a Boo, you could have traveled while invisible. Nope. It is somewhat part of her agenda. What a heroic and noble reason for helping people. Are you joining our party? That would be kind of neat. So, we're now going to investigate this ghost village. Well, actually, we aren't going to in this part. We will save first, though. There is something in the previous area that we forgot to collect. It's a star piece. It's behind one of these trees here. I've also noticed the enemies have respawned as well. We'll have to deal with at least one of them. Oh, here he comes. Sure thing, but we play rough. It's nothing we haven't seen before. We'll just deal with these cretins the same way we've dealt with everything else, by smashing, and shooting, and clubbing over the head with a wooden doll. I wonder how an earthquake can miss. Sayonara, you money-stealing bastard. Wow, Stanley is proving excellent at dodging earthquakes. Let's see if the power rush stuff has stuck. Yes, it did. Geez, none of us are in pretty good shape right now. At least the experience is decent with fellas over here. The star piece should be behind the big tree over here. Here we go. In any case, in the next one we'll be checking out the Gusty Gulch area, such as the village and also the windmill. The castle's beyond that, but I think I'm probably going to do a little bit of level grinding before I actually get there. That stuff I'm going to be doing off screen though. I won't subject you guys to it. Well, thank you guys for watching. As usual, like, fave, and subscribe if you like. I shall see you guys later.